Good morning, everyone. It is 8:30 on Tuesday, April the 21st. Time for the morning briefing. First of all, no changes to the National Terrorism Advisory System overnight. Things are quiet around the region right now. Snapshot of what's going on. You see the updated numbers from the unaccompanied children as of Monday. No declaration updates to talk about this morning, no damage assessments, and no fire management grant requests. As we switch over to the Geo platform this morning, things are relatively quiet around it. Trevor's going to have a weather update in just a moment. No changes to the status of our state DOCs. All are at level 4 steady state, as is the region. No changes to the status of our IMAX. No additional damage or injuries with the small earthquakes north of Oklahoma City or in the Irving area. And before we turn it over to Trevor, I did want to zoom in to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and we do have a strong thunderstorm that is moving through just south of Denton through the Flower Mound, Louisville area. So watching for that. And now we'll go back over to the main map and turn it over to Trevor.
Well, thank you very much, and good morning, everybody. As you see, you do have the shower activity spanning from Oklahoma all the way into northern Texas and parts of East Texas as well. The most significant of that activity does appear to be just north of the Fort Worth and Dallas area. But as of right now, there's really not of any concern at the moment. Looks like some briefly heavy rain may be associated with that. But we're really focusing this whole week on this Wednesday. But before we get to that, we'll talk a little bit about today. Looking at the threat matrix, we will be able to see the marginal threat for severe weather, which is going to span mostly from west and northwest Texas into northwest Oklahoma. It's really kind of an isolated hail and wind threat for today. A little less than what we were thinking yesterday, actually, which is good news. And then an elevated fire weather concern for the southern portions of New Mexico. But for the severe weather threat of the week, we're still focused on Wednesday, as we have an enhanced risk in southern Oklahoma and northern Texas, the Red River Valley mostly, and the slight risk extending from those areas all the way down into the lower Mississippi River Valley and the Mississippi River Delta, with elevated fire weather conditions continuing for parts of New Mexico and now into West Texas for Wednesday. The severe weather threat will continue for portions of East Texas and eastern portions of Fema Region 6 altogether for Thursday and Friday, before we look like we'll probably have a little bit of a break this weekend. So looking again graphically at today, you'll see that this marginal risk really expands the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles, northern parts of Oklahoma, and West Texas. Again, this is more of an isolated, marginally severe hail kind of threat. Maybe some isolated damaging winds as well, but not really thinking anything too major for today. But moving into tomorrow, we are focused on this area right now that is in the Red River Valley for really all types of severe weather. That's large hail, damaging winds, and also the possibility of some tornadoes in this orange enhanced area that you're seeing there. And then the slight risk, as you can see, is rather expansive, including eastern portions of eastern half of Texas, really, southern Oklahoma, Arkansas, and then also all of Louisiana. But as you move closer to the Gulf Coast, the tornado risk really starts to drop off, as we're focused a little bit more on hail and wind being the main threats associated with that. So the time frame for this is going to be in the afternoon hours for the Red River Valley as we get into the peak heating part of the day. So we'll have more to come on that tomorrow's briefing. And moving forward, we got the drought monitor again. Hopefully, given where the forecasts are, including portions of western Oklahoma, especially today, hopefully we'll get some rainfall, but probably not a huge amount of relief in the next couple days, maybe later into the weekend as we have a little bit more rain in the forecast. But for the immediate future, not a whole lot of improvement on the next couple days. And then moving into space weather, we do still have a minor storm G1 with KP of 5 for today, and we'll be going into the beginning in the early morning hours of Wednesday before it becomes a little bit more quiet towards Thursday. This is a coronal mass ejection that will be impacting the Earth, and unfortunately, we won't be having a whole lot of impacts. As you see, the impact numbers down there in the bottom are only up to 15 for radio blackout, and so not expecting a lot of impacts, but we may end up getting some interesting skies up in the north for aurora borealis and things of that sort. So might be seeing some pictures and some activity associated with that, but really nothing that will be impacting the region that we are seeing at the moment. And that's what I got for you. So thank you very much. And if you have any questions, please let me know.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. If you have a question for the Weather Service, go ahead and type that in the chat window. If you're on the phone, just ask your question. While you're doing that, we'll take a look at the meetings going on around the region today. Highlight there is the FRAP evaluation that's going on. And the meetings going on the rest of the week. On this day in history, the defeat of Santa Anna at the Battle of San Jacinto. And the weather fact of the day, only 2 states have recorded highs no greater than 100 degrees, and that is Alaska and Hawaii. And there's a picture from somewhere in Hawaii. Any questions this morning? All right, hearing nothing on the phone, seeing nothing in the chat window. Everyone, have a great Tuesday. We'll talk to you tomorrow.